Here's a very simple tutorial on how to make your own drawstring. I'm sure you've seen in the Kodiak crossover, some people have their own coordinating drawstring made out of fabric that matches their tutorial. You can also use any kind of twine or rope or anything that you like to use for the drawstring. If you want to make your own, here's a really easy way to do it. I have here a strip of fabric. It's 48 inches long and about 1.5 inches. At the serger, what you want to do first before you start doing anything else is just serge a long line of thread. It needs to be as long as your drawstring. When you're doing this, make sure that you're pulling straight, you're getting your thread straight back. Now off to the side, you don't want to damage your needle plate at all. So just like that, you just keep serging thread. Next, you take the strip that you cut and you want to lay your thread down the middle there and fold it over inside. I'm not going to cut any off with my blade. I'm just going to serge right along the edge, and you're going to be keeping your thread in the middle, in the crease, far away from your needles. So this is serging it right side together. This is the right side and the wrong side. And I'm just going to feed it through, making sure to keep this thread, keep laying it in the middle. Again, I am just folding it right sides together, wrong side here, and keeping this long thread that again is as long as your drawstring, or a little longer actually. Real quick, I also tied a knot in the end to keep it from unraveling. I'm going to keep putting that in the middle, away from the needles and blade. I'm just serging right along that edge, all the way down to the end. Alright, I've serged to the end, and I'm going to trim that off. I was very careful the whole time I was serging not to catch the thread that I have going down the center. Now, it's the fun part. Let's go back to the beginning. Alright, here we have the drawstring all sewn up along the edge, and you can see where I finished serging it here. I trimmed it, and I have this thread going the length of the tube. So I'm going to start tugging on this end. Sliding this back, pulling that thread out. You don't want to rip anything, you just keep kind of tugging it. Alright, I've got it nice and bunched. I'm going to go back to the other end where the thread starts and just kind of help it fold in on itself so it doesn't get stuck. Start pulling that up, and you're pulling the end inside the tube. Just keep pulling it until you get to the end. Pull that out, and you have a matching drawstring.